welcome to my newest video. How well can you live for 2,350 US dollar in Koh Phangan per month? That's the topic. So I lived now for the last 2 months in Koh Phangan and I still stay here for one more week. And I wanted to share how much I've spent and how much you're able to enjoy for $2,350. You get quite a lot actually. So first of all, for me Koh Phangan is one of the best islands in Thailand. Next to Koh Chang I also liked very much, or also Koh Tao is very beautiful. But Koh Phangan is definitely an amazing package of everything. You can go to very nice gyms with sauna and ice bath, and you can go to amazing parties if you like electronic music. Also, you have lots of spiritual events every day in different healing centers, so you can practice yoga, breath work. Then you can go, so many different events. Yeah, and it's every time it feels like coming home in Koh Phangan. And so first of all, we start with the biggest cost is the accommodation. So I stay here in an apartment and it costs 858 US dollar for the month. So I got this apartment through Airbnb last year, and I made a direct contact with the owner from this apartment. So I have his WhatsApp number, and he gives me like a special price. So it's a really good price for that period of time, because February, March is the high season here, and all the prices are high, especially in the zone where I live. I stay near Salad Beach. So the area from Salad Beach, Padiao Beach, Sritanu is the most expensive area from Koh Phangan. So you can definitely get much cheaper apartments when you stay in Tong Sala or in Hadrin, but that's not really my preferred area to stay. I want to stay in the most beautiful area with the most beautiful beaches, and also having daily sunsets here, which are amazing. By the way, the pool I'm doing now the video from, it belongs to the apartment I stay. I stay in a smaller apartment, but it belongs to a big villa, which has also this pool included. And so I'm sharing that usually with some other persons, but at the moment they are not, nobody else is here, so I have the whole pool and also, actually also the house for myself, which is very nice. Yeah, it's really amazing that I can use this pool, I can enjoy here, and I can also work. Here there's a table to work, and there's an amazing view also in the sunset, and I'm very thankful I can use this pool here. Feels like a luxury accommodation overall. And then the second thing about costs here is you definitely need a scooter to get around here in Koh Phangan, because there are some taxes, but they are way overpriced when you compare it with Phuket or also Koh Samui and also Bangkok, etc., where you can easily get around with Grab or with Uber, with Bolt. But you don't have these services here in Koh Phangan, so you pay like really overpriced prices, and that's why you definitely need a scooter. And it's also much more enjoyable to discover the whole island, to discover different beaches here, and it's also and about the costs, I spent here like 208 US dollar for 1 month, which is a little bit pricey. Okay, so when you compare it with Europe, for sure not, but it's cheap. But so that means like $7 a day. But I rented it here right in the Salad Beach, and they don't have so many offers here, so that's why they have here higher price than, for example, in Tong Sala, or also in other areas where I usually paid maybe $6 or $5 a day if I rent it for a month, and that's a Honda Click 125cc which I rented. Then we got massages. I usually go like 2 times a week. This costs per month like $100, so that's like $13 per massage. I really enjoy those oil massages, which I can recommend here. They are good and cheap. Plus, you can do it also on the beach, which is a very relaxed atmosphere when you hear the wind and the waves in the background, so you almost fall asleep. Then we have breakfast. I usually eat breakfast here on my terrace, so I'm always going to grocery stores. I usually buy grocery from this big supermarket in Tong Sala, Macro. There you can buy bigger quantities for low prices, which I can recommend. And I also go almost daily then to 7-Eleven to buy some other products like yogurt or also fruits. I usually buy in the fruit markets. So that costs me like $151. That's like $4 a day. I could also sometimes I also go to places like What's Cup, or I eat in a beach restaurant breakfast, which is also nice. That's something what I do maybe 1 or 2 times a week. And but the breakfast is actually the most expensive part of all meals in Thailand when you compare it with the lunch and dinner. So that's another reason why I eat breakfast on my terrace, and I also have a very nice sea view, so I really enjoy that, and listen to some music as well. So it's something that I really enjoy. And also I need very big portions because I'm very tall. I'm 2 meters. So when I go to restaurants here and eat breakfast, the portions are usually very small, and it's also very pricey. Then we have lunch. I usually spend like $189 a month. That's like $5 per meal for lunch. That's including also a drink like a Cola Zero or also fruit juice, coconut, etc. Sometimes I spend more than that in a fancy beach club, but then also sometimes I also spend by way less when I go to a food market or like simple Thai restaurant, which I also like. There I spend maybe $3 including fruit juice, which is really amazing. Also for dinner I also spent like $189, which is like $6.30. Same for lunch. Then I go play paddle tennis like 1 time a week. That costs me $40 a month, so that means like per 1 time I pay like $10, and it's really nice to play paddle tennis. They have here 2 different courts at the moment, in Tong Sala one and one near Sen Beach, call it Sen Paddle, where I mostly go to play. And you can get some games with different people. It's also a nice way to meet new people by booking that on the app Playtomic. It's something what I really like, and it makes me really happy, this kind of sport. It's really a lot of fun. Also then another cost factor is parties. I go usually like 1 or 2 times a week to a party. Some parties are for free, like the Seaboard party, which is always on Wednesday evening from 6 p.m. to midnight, and they have always great DJs with amazing techno music. You don't pay any entry, and also the drinks are very cheap there to buy. You can even take something from 7-Eleven if you want, and it's like a beach party. And on the weekend I usually go to Blue Rama, which is a pool party on the hill with a nice amazing sunset view. Or on Sunday I can recommend Bamboo Huts party. that's near Hadrin. You take a longtail boat, and from there you go to this location and dance from the afternoon until like 2 in the morning approximately. So you go there a longtail boat, which is also an adventure, and that's a little bit more pricey. So you have to take the boat where you pay like that's 500 baht each way, plus the entry for the party is like 400 to 500 bahts, and that's not including drinks. So that's one of the most expensive parties even, but it's really worth to give it a try. And so I spent like $252 a month for parties. And then another cost factor is laundry. They have I love Thailand for that they have such amazing laundry service, very friendly service, and you can just give your bag with dirty clothes and they wash it, and 24 hours later you can pick it up, and then you pay usually a full bag, maybe I don't know how many kilograms, but I usually pay like $19 per month. So I let it wash like 2 to 3 times a week. So that's very cheap, and it's amazing. You don't have to do the laundry like in Europe by yourself. And especially like in Switzerland, if I would do that to give the laundry away, it would cost me a lot of money. Yeah. Then another cost factor is like fruit juices, coffees. So I go to beach clubs, drink a coffee or drink a fruit juice in beautiful beach clubs. That costs me like $151. So that's like $5 a day. So a coffee costs usually like $2 to $3, depends on the beach club and how fancy it is. And in the 7-Eleven you get much cheaper coffee, of course. You can get one for like $1 approximately. Yeah, and then I also go 3 times to the gym. So gym membership costs me $82 a month. That was in the first month I went to Xantiva gym, which is a very beautiful outdoor gym with a nice sea view also. And also you have, I think, the best spa area of all the gyms in Koh Phangan in Xantiva, where you have 3 different saunas. You have also a steam room, and also you have outdoor pools. Then you have an ice bath, the most cold ice bath you have in that gym, Xantiva, which I can really recommend. But what I didn't like it is always so crowded, no matter the time. I usually go in the morning or at lunchtime, and it's always so crowded that you have to wait for every exercise. So you have to ask the guy or the woman, hey, how many reps you have to do still, how long you need, and yeah, I didn't like that. But the spa area is definitely amazing, and they are about to build some new additional gym rooms, so that means it will get bigger and also better then, so it will spread out with the people. And now for the second month I always switched the gyms. So one time I went to a brand new gym in Chalaklum, the Chalaklum Bay View Gym, which is for me the best gym in Koh Phangan, with the best instruments to train, and it's very clean and not crowded, but it's also the most expensive one, and it costs like $10 per session approximately. But when you take a monthly membership, it costs about the same like Xantiva membership. But they don't have included ice bath and sauna. That's something what they don't have yet, but they told me that they will build that also in the future in. And I also go to Evolve gym, and sometimes also to Podium gym. Podium gym I find the second best after the Chalaklum Bay View gym. But it's a little bit far from my location, so I have to drive like 20 minutes one way, whereas the Chalakulumbe gym is only 5 minutes drive, and the Evolve and Xantiva gym are like 8 to 10 minutes drive. So yeah. But also the Podium gym in Evolve, they have also ice bath and sauna, which is amazing. And yeah. Alright, and then we have, not to forget, is the gas which you use for the scooter. So I spend usually like $25 per month, which is also very low. And I drive a lot around every day on the island, so that's really a low price in comparative European gas prices. Then I go also to spiritual events like breath work. Sometimes I go to yoga and some other events like Kundalini activation, and there I spend like $50 a month. Last year when I came to Koh Phangan, I also went to some ecstatic dances. This time not yet. Maybe I will still go. Alright, and then another painful thing in Thailand is that you have to pay every time bank fees for every withdraw. So I try always to get the biggest withdraw, always the biggest possible amount, which is like, I don't know, $700 to $800 per withdraw, in order to reduce this bank fees in relation. And there you pay like $7 per withdraw, and I usually withdraw money one time per month, so that's what it costs you. So always take the biggest amount of money when you stay here long term. And yeah, when you can also pay credit card in most of the restaurants, not in the local restaurants, but in the more beautiful restaurants. You pay usually like 3% bank commission when you pay by credit card, so it's still worth to withdraw money, or also exchange with your home currency money like euros or US dollar. And then lastly, there is also, you need also to be able to make some phone calls, or also to surf on the internet, of course, to navigate on Google Maps or listening to some music. That costs you like $32 for a SIM card. You can buy that in 7-Eleven, or I can also recommend Saily, which I usually use for eSIM, which costs like also $30 a month for an eSIM. But when you take the SIM card from 7-Eleven, usually you can make extensions, and then they cost like, I don't know, like $10 or something per extension, which is also cheap. So you have a lot of options. So that results in the total amount of $2,350, which I spent per month. Alright, have a great day, guys. See you in the next video. Ciao.